How's it going, everyone? My name is Colin Winters. I'm the host of the Panthers Den, and thank you for coming to watch this video. The topic for today is just my NFC South predictions. I did this a little bit while ago on my main channel, Sir Breadstick, but I'm doing one here because I feel like I can go into a little bit more depth and spend some more time talking about each matchup and what we're going to be seeing. I'm going to just go in alphabetical order. First off with the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons for their Week 1 schedule is Philadelphia Eagles, and going down each week, they then have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New York Giants, Washington Football Team, New York Jets, their bye week being Week 6, the Miami Dolphins, Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints, Dallas Cowboys, New England Patriots, Jacksonville Jaguars, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Carolina Panthers again, San Francisco 49ers, Detroit Lions, Buffalo Bills, New Orleans Saints at the final Week 18. So, they have a harsh schedule, I would say. A lot of good competitive teams and a lot of teams that I believe are going to be sleeper teams for playoffs this year. With the Atlanta Falcons also going to a little bit of a rebuild mode, not full-on rebuild, but there's definitely not good things happening in Atlanta. What I can see is with some toss-up games, I have the Atlanta Falcons going 5-12. And I think they could surprise me. That's why I put in parentheses they could go 8-9, or the lowest them going I have them is 4-13. I realistically seen them going 5-12, but they could just ball out this year, and they could have guys really step up and go 8-9. That's the highest I can see them going with the record, with the schedule that they have. They do not have a very easy schedule at all, with a lot of tough defenses to go through and a lot of flying high offenses, like the football team being a tough defense, Browns being a tough defense, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers twice, and then of course New Orleans Saints. Their defense isn't the greatest powerhouse it's been in the past, but it's still pretty good. And, I mean, to give Panthers some credit, our young defense is starting to solidify into a very strong core. They also have the Niners to go through, the Bills, who have been silently building a tough defense for a few years now. So, they just do not have an easy schedule. That's why I'm going to have to give them 5-12. Now, going to the next in our alphabetical order, that would be my lovely Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers do not have the easiest schedule either when it comes to the end of it. Yet, they do have a nice, soft beginning of their schedule. Meaning, I think if we come flying high out of our last preseason win, with a high attitude, high motivation, high energy, we could rack up a good few wins to put us in a good position that people do not expect us to be in. You may call me a homer for what I'm about to give them, but they have, in the beginning, the New York Jets, New Orleans Saints, Houston Texans, Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, Minnesota Vikings, New York Giants, Atlanta Falcons, New England Patriots, Arizona Cardinals, Washington Football Team, Miami Dolphins, Week 13 bye, Atlanta Falcons, Buffalo Bills, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New Orleans Saints, and then once again, Tampa Bay Buccaneers to end off the season. With this schedule, we have a very soft beginning. I mean, I don't like to underestimate any team. No matter what, these are professional football players, and we should take them as that. No professional football team is going to be easy to get by. A win is a win in the National Football League because it's so hard to get them. No matter who you're playing against, no matter what their record is, no matter what they did a year before, they are still professionals that you're playing against. You cannot take them lightly. Still, with the strength of schedule that we have, I'm giving us a 10-7 record realistically, our highest being 14-3 with the toss-up games that I found, mostly them being against division rivals like the Saints, because of course, whenever the Panthers and Saints go against each other, it's usually a pretty good game, no matter what the final score is. And with our lowest being 8-9, also with those toss-up games going against us. Realistically, though, I think we're going 10-7 just for the fact that we can go with a really high-flying start with the momentum we have from our preseason. Next up on the docket will be the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints, of course, having a very weird situation that they're coming into this season. New starting quarterback Jameis Winston has won the starting job from Taysom Hill. I wasn't very surprised about that. If you asked me at any time during the offseason, I would have told you that Jameis Winston was going to win that job. And honestly, with Sean Payton, I believe that Jameis has a real chance at a career revival. I know for a fact that Sean Payton, the asshole that he is, can make a system around Jameis to make him thrive again. I mean, look, 30 for 30 is almost inexcusable, but 5,000 yards, that's pretty badass. So, just going into it, the Saints' schedule is not the easiest at all. The Saints' schedule starts with the Green Bay Packers, Carolina Panthers, New England Patriots, New York Giants, Washington Football Team, Seattle Seahawks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Atlanta Falcons, Tennessee Titans, Philadelphia Eagles, Buffalo Bills, Dallas Cowboys, New York Jets, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Miami Dolphins, Carolina Panthers, and ended off with the Atlanta Falcons. Due to this, that they just have a mix of hard defenses or high-flying offenses in their schedule, they are definitely not being graced with a very nice strength of schedule. They're in a tough spot facing off against some tough contender teams. And due to that, I have them, because of the fact that they're not a bad team by any means, going 9-8, high ceiling going 10-7, low ceiling going 8-9. No matter what, I have them being tough contenders in the National Football League that are going to make all games that they play hard to get by. No matter if they win nor lose, they're going to be contending. They're going to be fighting through. I do not see the Saints as anything but a threat. The Saints will always be a threat, and especially because I have all their toss-up games against us being against the Carolina Panthers, because Saints-Panthers, like I said earlier, is always a good matchup. But once again, 9-8, my final answer. Now, finally, the team that I hate oh so very much, the team that I wish would be wiped off the face of the earth, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. So, Tampa Bay has been graced with one of the nicer strengths of schedules in the entire league, because, of course, the NFL can't stop sucking off that Brady cock. But here we are. Everyone's going to give Tom Brady the utmost credit, even though it's mostly the defense that's going to be doing shit wrecking during the entire season, because, of course, Tampa Bay found out a way to bring every single one of their starters back. But here we are, with their week 1 being against the Dallas Cowboys, Atlanta Falcons, Los Angeles Rams, New England Patriots, Miami Dolphins, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Bears, New Orleans Saints, bye week being week 9, a great bye week to have, Washington Football Team, New York Giants, Indianapolis Colts, Atlanta Falcons, Buffalo Bills, New Orleans Saints, Carolina Panthers, New York Jets, and of course the last game being the Carolina Panthers. With this, I have to unfortunately say that you can't deny with how strong of a team the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have. That's why I have them realistically going 13-4, their highest ceiling going 14-3, and their lowest being 12-5. I have them winning the division. Unfortunately, no matter how much it hurts my soul to say, their team is just too well-rounded to not do it. They would have to implode or be bit with the injury bug that the 49ers got bit with last year to do anything less than over 500. If the Tampa Bay Buccaneers went less than 500 this season, I'd be absolutely shocked. For that to happen, Father Time would finally have to have his way with Tom Brady and the supple bum. Quick recap, Atlanta Falcons would be 5-12, Carolina Panthers 10-7, New Orleans Saints 9-8, and finally, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers being 13-4. So, that's my predictions for the NFC South this year. I feel like the Panthers are going to slip into the wild card rounds, and depending on how the rest of the NFC goes, maybe the New Orleans Saints is going to slip in too. And then I see Tampa Bay taking the division. Atlanta having to finally go into that rebuild they've needed for a very, very long time. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.